Whoa, we are back. No countdown, no music, nothing. We come in here raw, rough, rugged, and raw. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. Hopefully, some of you get a notification. I wouldn't count on it. Whoa, one popped up. I can't believe it. What is happening around here? Notification pop-up alert? For me? Oh, damn, they did something dirty right about now. All right, I get it. I'll see what they on. They did something real dirty right now. Yeah, they did. I knew it had to be something up, but it is what it is. We are here now. So let's get through the gist of what's going on here right now. Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy, aka the man. Hit the like button, good people. I know if you just got here, you're gonna want to hit that absolutely. Now, all this news has been going on. Said Lionel B saying like that found footage, but you said yesterday there was no footage. They didn't find any footage. From what we've been told, no. Now, if they found some footage somewhere, I don't know where in the hell they found it. But let's get to the gist of what's happening here today. Sean Puffy Combs, as I've been telling y'all, there's a lot of stuff that's happening here. That's a lot of pile on. Everybody's piling on. Now, this goes back to last year of November. I want y'all to pay attention to something. Remember, I was telling y'all about the corporations and what you need to be paying attention to? Now, right here, as you see, Diago cites Diddy's case and his claims in renewed push to keep him out of the tequila ads. They were pushing this as reasons to keep Diddy out. Sean Combs, who denies and promptly settled the allegations, faces criticism for various corners of his commercial empire for his legal partnership to his media and, to his media brand. They were pushing to keep him out of all tequila ads till he ended up selling. Did they accomplish that? Absolutely. They accomplished it to a T. I told you what this was about. Of course, that's what it's about. Why would you doubt it? Now, let's go through this Mickey Mouse investigation. Now, the Mickey Mouse investigation has led everybody here. We have led to the worst scenario that we have seen in years. Straight up. This has been one of the most worst investigations I have seen conducted. Just by the way they're doing that thing. There was a raid without any arrest warrants. The guy that they arrested at the Miami airport, who was put in there, they're put in there and basing a Homeland Security investigation based on the testimony of former employees, better yet, former disgruntled employees. They're not even done conducting interviews, and you've already did a raid for evidence. And this is basically the reasoning we're talking about this. What got this ball rolling in this direction? As you start seeing Rodney Jones go mostly towards this direction, the things he named in his lawsuit, the things that he put in the lawsuit, yes, the attorney of Manhattan, the attorney general of Manhattan authorized this. So they supposedly have some sort of evidence to back up these claims of a raid. And what they're going to say is this is coming from Rodney Jones, who is in that house, and to verify things that he said took place, whether it's revolving a shooting incident that was reported and where he said it went down. Then there's girls and the way he said it went down, acts against him as a man when it went down. Now they're looking at grounds to come after Sean Puffy Combs because they didn't have anything criminally to charge him with. And not only that is messed up because Rodney Jones' case is a civil case. All the cases against Diddy has been civil. Not criminal. So the guy that they named on the list, that Brendan Paul, the guy who was the former player at Syracuse, right? Who was out there with Diddy. And Lil Rod say he got receipts. Now you gotta, to say you got receipts, you gotta back those receipts up. You gotta back it up now. So while they're doing this investigation, they're trying to see if Lil Rod got enough information that synchronized with what they find. But here's the thing that's bizarre. They're still doing interviews, which is weird that there's been no criminal arrest. Now, they've done this before in smaller cases, but this is a major, major case. This is nothing something small. Now, on a low-level thing, they have raided people's homes and didn't arrest anybody yet, and it took months, sometimes years, before they came with the arrest. It was just part of their investigation to get information. That's what the raid is for. But there is no, in a situation like this, where it's a major figure, you have to come with that arrest warrant. Because you got to cross all your T's and dot all your I's. You just can't do that. They came and got Michael Jackson and did the raid at the same time. And they came up with nothing. He had to go to trial and beat it out. It's unusual for a high-profile celebrity. It makes Homeland Security, the FBI, New York police, all of them look bad. They look really bad right now. And yes, hit the like button, good people. And when you look real bad like this, they come for you. They come for your head. Yeah, they looking real bad right now. And I told y'all who was putting all of the money into making sure this stuff spread through the media. What's up, Guru Roach? Guru said, a famous producer invited me to Puff's Star Island crib about a year ago. I was gonna go, but what you say? You was gonna go out there, but they came to New York. Oh, okay. Now, let's get to the other side of the news. The other side of the news about your boy, oh Diddy, man. This guy's talking about some come party with me. I'll make you love LeBron again. This man's crazy. Now, here's the other side of the news that you guys need to hear and understand. The other side of the ball is even clearer than the picture everybody said. The plane that left, Diddy that was not on, he was still in Miami. He has not left the United States. He actually came out and spoke with authorities at the airport. So he was cooperating with the investigation. Right? So when all of that was there, everybody's like, is Diddy on the island? What's going on? Now, Diddy's upset once he saw the property in his home. Okay, there they go. Now, Diddy's lawyer, right? Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy Man. They went ahead and did what? What did they do? They were in full cooperation. Full. Don't forget to hit the like button too. I don't think I told you. I probably did and just forgot. But it's new people that showed up. Subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell. Now, we're going to reveal a lot of stuff on this video. So just stay with me because a lot of stuff is going to get revealed here on this video. As you know, on every last one of these Sean Puffy videos, we have brought evidence and we have brought things to light that everybody else hadn't seen or knew about. Now, Sean Puffy Combs' lawyer got involved. Now, his lawyer's name is Aaron Dreyer. Now, Aaron Dreyer came in and said something very essential. That happens. The Mac Miller, that happens. You can raid somebody's house with no charges and warrants. Just not happening in high profile cases. Like this is a high profile case. Diddy is high profile. So when you have somebody that's high profile like this, you better have a warrant for an arrest to make that stick. But the way they doing this tells me they don't have all their ducks in a row. They still conducting interviews. And then it's finna get even more crazy. Because Diddy was cooperating with Homeland Security investigation agents. And he said this is a gross overuse of military level force as they search for the warrants. He said there's no excuse for this excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by the authorities or the way his children and employees were handled. That was the first thing the lawyer said. Because they don't realize how this goes. The children, if it's Homeland Security, normally they have to subdue the people depending on what the warrant is for. When it's like drugs, guns, and sex, normally they have to subdue people like that. Unless they were coming to get a certain individual, they still have to neutralize all the people first. But to do it in the format and the way it was seen on the screen is just awful. So Diddy was very upset to see his home in such disarray and the way they just rampaged his children's room looking for stuff. And he felt that was completely unnecessary. So, they mentioned that this is an unprecedented ambush. Premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability in any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every day to clear his name. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that bridge ain't fall by itself, D. Come on now. You know something else is coming, and you ain't gonna be able to use the bridge. So we all know that. What they got plans for something that's happening in B-more. Look, now I'm getting my rocks off on this. I don't think so. Now, with all of this being said, Diddy knows what the course of this is and what it's about. This is a slander. This is to destroy him. Because nobody in the celebrity world gonna want to be around Diddy. He done lost Jay-Z. He done lost Rihanna. He done lost all of his support except for Clive Davis. Only people that's standing by him are the people that's complicitly there to stand by him. Oh, but it's going to get even worse because why? The last 24 hours, you've heard lie after lie after lie after lie. They got Mark Curry, who knows absolutely nothing about anything to do with any of these cases, who was just a bad boy artist. They got him on that damn news channel. I turn on there like, that Mark Curry? The hell Mark Curry doing up there? So Mark Curry and his lawyers had to definitely They got him up there talking to Como. It's crazy, right? They said 50 been on his head on IG. Diddy pissed off some serious people. Yes, we know. We told you the serious people he pissed off. We told you that. The serious people he pissed off are the same people who are help promoting and push this. Anybody who had an allegation, they seem to be coached to say it in a certain way and word it in a certain way. We know that. Welcome to the liquor business, partner. We've seen that. Right. You can get a disgruntled former employee to say anything. It don't make it true. Mark Curry added nothing but a nothing burger. Then you got some people who allegedly are Diddy's neighbors come out and say, oh man, it'd be crazy parties out here, doing something to trend on social media. Nobody ever reported on the fact that it was a lie. The mother came out and said, that's a lie. They set that whole video up to look like that, like trying to go viral. And they did. Yep. An upward movement is considered subversive. See, this is what happened when you don't control anything, people. When you don't control distribution, when you don't control how, you can't really say you own something if you can't control how it's promoted, how it's pushed, when you can't do what you want to do. Like a lot of people say, yeah, but look at you. You on YouTube, though. You work for YouTube. That's stupid. People would say that. I don't work for YouTube. My video is being distributed on YouTube. I'm not even using YouTube's live stream. That's why I'm not shut down right now. When they try to mess up my audio, this is why I can come back. Because I'm not using YouTube's live stream platform. I'm using another streaming software, which means I own the video anyway. It's mine. They're distributors. They don't own. The people that work for YouTube don't get paid like us. He said Gene Deal been saying this for years about him, though. He has never said nothing like this about him. I know you don't like him, Outlaw. As was known when I let you up on the panel and you took the panel down every road that had nothing to do with the case. I think though the only chance Diddy had of coming out the clouds and admitting he's gay. You know they don't want an alphabet person labeled as a president. Oh my God. So he thinks the only way Diddy could get out of this is to say, hey, I'm gay. You have to understand something. Diddy is black. Gay and black don't mean a diddly squat on a hill of beans. Now, they're going to be like, okay, you're gay. Okay, well, you're going to love president. So a lot of people in there that will make you feel a lot happy. They're going to be up, get in that cell with R. Kelly. Y'all can work on a remix. Oh, Diddy, I'm not guilty. Now, here we go. Well, Gene Deal, we know Gene Deal don't like Puff. Like he got an axe to grind. He got a real just axe to grind with Puff. Period. He don't like Puffy. No matter what anybody say, that man don't like Sean Puffy Combs. So if Puffy walked in, somebody said, "Hey, Puffy bumped into me," Gene Deal gonna tell you the story. I believe it. I tell you, I know Diddy, and can't nobody tell me nothing. Man, I'm risking my life to tell you. I ain't gotta lie. Diddy bumped into that man. Y'all keep making excuses for him. If I say Diddy bumped into that man said that, I believe it. He did it on purpose. That Gene just don't like him, man. It's just that. And Diddy could save a kid out of a burning building. How we know he ain't set that fire? He probably staged that to try to save his image because of what's going on right now. Because he know he about to be too hot in a cot. So, yeah, man, it cracks me up, man. Shouts out to Big G, man. Let him get his money. Get your money, Big G. Him and Emrek, get y'all money, man. Do what y'all do. Well, the factors of the case is this. After seeing the pattern and where they're going, and we actually know some things we can't really say right now. Maybe we'll say it later. But no one else has spoke on it yet. But there's, like I said, they're still conducting interviews. First, what I can tell you that they're doing is they're interviewing people about the shooting incident. Because this guy said there was a shooting inside of this facility. Then all of a sudden, the lady who was involved in the Shine incident saying, and that she's saying Sean Puffy Combs was the one that actually shot her in the face. And wasn't Sean. Gene couldn't wait to talk about Diddy. He having a field day right now. This is the most attention and money he's getting since he was on Bad Boy. It wasn't like he was making millions of dollars on Bad Boy. It wasn't like Gene Deal had albums or something. The Gene Deal album. It's like, hey, it's not like he was a rapper. He was a security guard. He probably made good money, but it wasn't like he was an artist. You act like he was breaking the bank over there or something. He still had another job. But yeah, you better believe it. He don't like Puff. Gene Deal has been around Puffy. And being around Puffy, yeah, he can't tell you that they was forced. He can't tell you that people was forced to do anything. He never said that. I listened to him. He didn't say that. He never said that, and he never said anybody was underage that he was there. Do you know why, ladies and gentlemen? So even though he don't like Puff, he's not gonna say anything of the sort. And the reason why he's not gonna say anything like that is because it doesn't make sense to say anything like that. If you guys understand what I'm saying. Because you have to be careful. One, if you saying I was the security guard and I saw him bring in some underage girls, now you're complicit because you didn't do anything about it. Now they're going to be asking you, if you knew, did you bring the underage girl in there? You're the security guard. You're kind of liable. So you have to be careful how you word what you say. Plus, he never said he saw anybody in there with him. So, because he was a bodyguard at that time, mainly for Diddy. Now, if somebody else was being held against their will, they're going to probably say, well, why didn't you call the police if you felt that they was against their will? So he's not, but so he said he didn't see any of that anyway. He just knew they were wild parties, but he never said like he saw any of that activity happen and what they're claiming right now. Not to say it didn't happen to those people. It's just that he can't validate it for you. He's seeing everything but that. Man, Minnesota's I see everything, but I ain't see that. Nah, one, you ain't gonna want to be there anyway. He's seen and heard the Kim Porter beatings. Well, once again, Outlaw, you're bringing up something that is not related to the case. I don't know how Outlaw seems to continuously bring up things that have absolutely nothing to do with the case. He is a master at it. He is a complete master of finding something that has absolutely nothing to do with the case. He'll be in there, yeah, and then he hit Steve Stout with a bottle. What is that about? What did he hit him with a bottle for? And I think him and Keith and D and Tupac, that's why the raid went down. I'll be like, I'm like, man, we done spent about a half hour alone. Then he had other people come in the chat backing him up. Like, yeah, I think he did Biggie, took Biggie out too. I'm like, what? It just got crazy as hell. It got real crazy. That live stream was so hilarious. And I'm trying to explain it to something. Man, they just cut me off. Like, hey, forget that. Listen, we don't know what he's done. It just goes to show you when somebody is under investigation, the first and second and third thing they do is everybody's got an opinion and came out. Social media started coming out and people just start saying stuff who never knew Diddy, never met Diddy, never been close to Diddy ever in their life, came up with every story in the book. Every story, dude was, yeah, man, you know, Diddy had threw a party last one time. He threw a party. It was crazy. There's a lot of people there, man. It was music. It was lights. Yeah, I knew something had to be going down. I'm like, are you nuts? Do you realize if anybody's doing something like that, it's not going to be out in the public at a party? From what we know, Diddy is in Miami. Diddy is free to travel and move as he has no restriction on his travel. He has no arrest on him whatsoever. So anybody saying that Diddy's got all this stuff on his back, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Now, I was going to tell you guys something that I told you I was going to give you guys some information. Whenever y'all come here, y'all going to get information that don't nobody else have and nobody else is talking about. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. People that they're interviewing. Uh-oh, they're trying to knock the audio out. Allegedly interviewing. Okay, YouTube, hey, don't come with that. I see y'all coming. Allegedly interviewing. He said, I'm just saying that's what Gene Deal was saying, not about this case. Of course, Gene's gonna talk about everything else because Gene Deal he was with Puffy in 1991. Then he came back in 1995. He was gone in 1998. By 98, he was gone. I don't know if he came back in the 2000s for a little bit or whatever, but in 98, I know he wasn't there. So he was there with the Biggie situation. We know that. So he was there from 95 to 97 while still maintaining his job. So not saying he don't know anything. I'm just saying he was around during that time. So most of his conversations and his information is going to be relative to those years. Like you seen that guy, Reggie Wright, right? You know, big fat Reggie, he be sitting in the chair. Yeah, purpose, man. Yeah. You know, Reggie Wright can't tell you nothing past like 2001 because he was so out the business and broke. He didn't know what was going on. But yet, he telling you everything about Pac. It's been proven Pac didn't like him. Pac fired him. Pac did all this. He didn't remember nothing until they provided paperwork. Where he got this white guy making the white guy money and the white guy breaking him off with money. That's how they proceed to do business over there. They let that white guy make the money. They give him all the money and then he break him off a piece of money over there. What they call themselves, Bomb First, naming your page after Tupac, trying to milk Tupac when he ain't even deal with y'all. It's crazy. Oh, it ain't no Reggie versus Sino. I don't want nothing to do with Reggie because I believed he was a crooked cop. He's a crooked security guard. He went to jail. So that tells you he was involved in something criminally. He has no problem with doing some criminal activity. And he claimed he ain't snitch. Dog, what are you? You a cop, gangbang? What are you, man? You took an oath and broke it. And you know you did. I don't believe you and your daddy. I think both of y'all crooked. I don't want nothing to do with none of y'all. Crooked cops don't. Right. I don't want nothing to do with them. Yeah, he still got. You think crooked cops ain't still on the force? Of course, Reggie gonna know some stuff about that. He can call. He still got buddies probably on the force. So of course he gonna be like, man, he knew a raid was coming. Of course. But here's some news. Don't expect a RICO charge. You know, here's the thing. It is so hard to prove RICO on celebrities This is, you can't really get, Diddy's not really hanging out in the streets. This ain't YSL. Look how long that's going on with Thugger, right? In a RICO case. You see how hard it is and how long and drawn out a RICO case is? Now they got to move fast on this, which means it's in the public eye. You've done this in raid. You've embarrassed the department because you did the raid wrong. Now the lawyer's coming out definitively saying, like, y'all had no grounds to be so aggressive and violent when there was, and now you've got to say you turned up something. So you got to make something look like nothing. You got to make something that looked like a fingerprint that you could say, hey, we got grounds to do this, for a judge to sign off on it. So for all y'all expecting a RICO charge, do not expect a RICO charge at all. If a RICO charge come out of this, they're gonna probably lose 9 times out of 10. So you got to have people that's going to cooperate, right? Cassandra Ventura, aka Cassie, her case was civil. Now she can't be forced into anything because her lawsuit was settled, which means that her evidence, all of that stuff that you can interview her, she doesn't have to cooperate on any of it. She's not subpoenaed. All they do is interview. So we're going to tell you some people they tried to interview. Now, whether they did the interview and conducted them, we don't know. But Jennifer Lopez's agents has informed, don't even knock on her door, don't mention her name, do not have anything to do. She has no cooperation, no information will ever be used. She made sure she is not going to be complicit to this mess. Oh, absolutely. Because it's not the women you think that they're going after. It's the women that you probably never heard of are the ones they're going after. Well, they wanted to question and ask questions to a Sarah Chapman. That's Chance's dad. I mean, he's Chance. She had the baby Chance. Okay. Sarah Chapman, they never officially dated. They were friends with benefits. They want to interview Cassie, right? Cassie is the one they wanted to interview. Sarah Chapman, Lori Harvey had attorneys right away. Nah, no part. Same with Young Miami. Nope. Young Miami saying, no way. There's no words there. But it's the women that you didn't know. Those are the ones. Now, these are the women that they really interested in wanting to hear from. A woman named Dana Tran. Okay, I don't know how much y'all heard. Mm-hmm. What was the last thing y'all heard before they tried to take me out? He said Dana, and then it went out. Oh, Dana Tran. That's where last thing we stopped. They want to interview Dana Tran, and then the main person that they want to interview out of all Diddy's women that he allegedly was with is a Gina Hume or Gina Hunt. You see, the reason why they want these two women, these Asian women, I told you, they watching me. I told you they watching. They know what's up. Now, Dana Tran and Gina Hume. Gina said that Diddy abused she alleged she alleged that Diddy had punched her and stomped on her stomach. And Gina, as you can see, it's all on social media if you don't believe me. Yep. They said, and it was alleged, but it was stated. Absolutely. They freeze in the chat. Mm. They say you guys are lost. Well, as I told you before, what about the internet now? Can y'all hear the audio now? I seem like the audio's working on this side. Okay, right. So I'm gonna do you one better. Here you go. That's Dana Tran. That's Dana Tran. Right? And this is Gina. That's Gina right there. Two different women. Two different women. Now, they want to interview these women because of certain claims. So they want to go back to past things to try to show a pattern. So they want to go back and get these interviews with these girls. Now, would these women be complicit, or do they have to be subpoenaed to come in and say these things? We don't know if other people have told them and dropped dimes on them. Like Rodney Jones, he mentioned that Brendan Paul was his drug mule. They arrested Brendan Paul at the airport. He had cocaine on him and marijuana. So that's something everybody's going to have to think about when they go through this progression. Well, they're going to probably ask her how old she was, her process, what made him bring these episodes on. And they're going to try to show a pattern of behavior, of violence, and all this stuff. And now, did he make you do things? Did he make you go sleep with other people? What did he do? Yeah, it's a stretch. So they're going to be looking to, these are the people they want to interview. Now, have they done it already or hadn't done it already? We don't know, but we do know these are the people they want to interview to see if there's some type of, transporting going on, and have any evidence to bring these people in and have them tell their stories. So you have to be careful and you have to pay attention to what's going to happen with these two Asian women. This woman already said Diddy has mentally, physically, and emotionally abused her. She said all of this publicly. So Homeland Security is going to be asking about, did you have to go overstate and overseas to do any activities at the command of Sean Puffy Combs or Sean Diddy Combs? They're going to be doing interviews and conducting. If they did or didn't talk to them already, we don't know. But there's a lot of people that are not cooperating with Homeland Security and don't want anything to do with it. That woman accused him of punching her in the head and stepping on her stomach. So this is why you have to be careful in these situations when you date women of different races and things like that in their culture. Yeah, you have to understand that you're in a high profile situation, and they might feel a certain way. They're not going to go along with this. We don't know what kind of girl she is. She's a model. She's in this world. We don't know what's going to happen if Homeland Security comes around and put cases on them. We don't know. There's people going around saying that Steve Harvey sold Lori Harvey to Diddy now. All that's coming up. Now Meek Mill is a victim. Meek, go ahead and tell him what Diddy did to you, man. When y'all stop playing with me, man. I keep telling you, man. I ain't did nothing crazy with Homeboy, man. Why y'all keep doing that, man? Y'all got everybody going nuts. Everybody going nuts. Some people don't get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. Somebody said Diddy better take a plea deal. Why do you got to take a plea? The biggest picture is why in the world. Why in the world? I mean, but okay, what they gonna do? You got to get that guy to testify. He said, Meek said, take that, take that. No, see, here's the thing. You got to get those people to testify. That's the bigger problem that you're gonna be faced with. You got to get the people to step up and testify. Is that gonna happen? Are you gonna get the people to come up and testify? Homeland Security got a 98% conviction rate. Well, here's the thing. What they're going to convict him of, you got to have all evidence relatable to this case. It is hard in the world to Diddy said I'm the 2%. That's not 100%. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. It is very hard to get somebody convicted of what you call a sex act. How can you say someone paid you for sex unless they said you paid somebody else for it? I think this testimony with this woman here is very key. These two Asian women are very key. He has a baby with her, so he might have a little bit more control. That one didn't end well. So you might want to be a little bit careful when dealing with a relationship like that. That relationship is toxic. So those two guys who did that whole video on TikTok and they got famous talking about Diddy through wild parties and they were lying. People don't care about other people's position or what they're going through. They just don't care. They don't. Irv Gotti's situation was different. There was never any evidence on Irv Gotti. There was never. It was the embarrassment and the destruction of Murder Inc. by Jimmy Iovine because you were going after Eminem. They just showed the power that they had. Diddy is being humiliated. that nobody in his circle of friends want to hang with him anymore. All the people from BET, the mayor, all these people, they cannot afford to be seen with Diddy. All his philanthropy, all of his work that he's done is gone to the wayside. And Diddy mad at me over a Justin Bieber video. I'm like, what you mad at me for? The video on YouTube. You ain't mad at the white boy getting the money on it, but you want to come after me. Oh, it's a show of power, all right. Like, where there's smoke, there is fire. And yeah, go ahead and play with the devil. Yeah, you dance with the devil. Another OJ, take that. Diddy is going down. He going down where? He said he finna find out he got some cheesecake at Sing Sing. It's over. Oh my gosh. Oh, we already know who's the culprits. We know who's pulling the strings. Right. We know who pulling the strings. You got to know whose foot is on the door, who's doing all the damage out here. Oh, absolutely. The rabbit hole will always be deeper. They were like, "Oh, Jay-Z is next." Well, until someone says something, many people don't know. But let's take you to my Patreon, shall we? We've been telling you about Diddy for a minute. We told y'all what happened between Diddy and Usher. All those details that we didn't bring on YouTube, we told y'all on the Patreon. And Sanaa Lathan, everybody blamed Diddy for this, but Sanaa Lathan is not as innocent as you think. You get movie roles. She used to try to find her a crew. Sanaa Lathan is what you would call an industry girl. All right? I'll show y'all a little piece of it. Now, you remember this with her, French Montana, and Diddy, right? And they were trying to say she was intoxicated and they did all these things to her while she was intoxicated and gone off certain, concoctions. Now, the Diddy and Cat. So y'all never saw this. So that y'all never saw that. Yep. Now, I don't know if he put Usher in the hospital. That information didn't come to me. So I can confirm or deny that. Now, Diddy about to settle again. And this is right before he settled again. And this is another person of interest that they were thinking about getting. Jody Chavez, who's pregnant again right now. This is Bow Wow's baby mama that his boy Diddy ended up taking from him. Roger Bond and Diddy in the whole Cassie situation. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, they trying to take me down. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, all of that. Hit the notification bell. If you're new, subscribe to the page. Tell you about this secret world, man. Haley Berry and what she's going through, what happened, and where she actually got this guy from. It's a secret world, man. Now, as we said before, people in these situations are going to do what they're allowed to do. If you give somebody an inch, they're going to take a mile. That's just how these people are. They're takers. The Uncut Freak Off live stream. Tell me Outlaw was in this. Yep, there it is. Now you will hear some things that you didn't hear before. There we go. I'll let y'all listen to some.
I know you was in your feels when you was getting.
Everybody listen. What do y'all think about 50 Cent and Cuban Link breaking up?
I don't mean nothing.
Who's this nigga talking to? This nigga been trying to talk to you all day.
That's how she. Nigga, you're goofy.
So we're not
lying. No superstar get traded. So where they don't want to get traded.
This nigga wanna show out. Well, come on, stop. Like really,
you going here every day like this your channel. Get a life.
That's the route you going.
You on here every day talking like this, yo.
How am I on here?
Nobody come here for
what
you, dude.
Talking about?
Nobody come here for you.
All right,
how I'm on here every day?
Let's stay civilized.
Casino.
Hey, smoke your ass up like the other week.
Shut up. Get a life. Every day. Talking about somebody glazing, nigga. You glazing Diddy every day.
Nigga, you glazing, nigga.
Oh my God.
You glazing me right now.
Shut up, nigga.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to be up here and in your space and everything. I really appreciate it.
No, he being a bitch ass nigga.
You and your feelings, you get called out. You're a weirdo.
How am I being in my feelings?
You're a weirdo. Look at you. You getting all emotional over Diddy.
I know you was in your feelings when you was getting called out dancing AD.
Shut up. You the give or the taker, nigga. You the give or the taker. Diddy got you.
I mean, if you want to come see me, that's cool. We can set something up.
You can set something up. That Diddy dick out your mouth.
We can set something up. How about that?
Emotional over Diddy.
We can set something up. How about that? Don't be a bitch now.
Nigga crying. Shut up.
Don't be a bitch now.
Sending threats to a screen. Get a life. No, you ain't about to do nothing you talking about through this screen. So shut up, nigga.
All right. What's your attitude? What's your attitude?
Bozo. Did you say every superstar get traded where they don't want to get traded? Where they want to get traded? Did you just say that in the other screen?
What is you talking about?
Didn't you say that? But didn't Dame want to go to Miami?
What is you talking about, idiot?
Yeah, you just said that. Stop lying. Nigga, look, you caught up. You don't even want to admit it, nigga. You just said in the other screen, and no NBA superstar don't get traded when they don't want to get traded.
Wait, hold on.
Now, this is a crazy, crazy live stream. Outlaw probably remembers it because he was in the middle of it. But this is what we talk about. That's what man, it gets crazy in there. Yeah, it got crazy. This dude just came in there going out to LB for no reason, following him around. So that's just a clip. That's about 2 hours of going off about Diddy. Then Jaguar Wright and Clive Davis. Her beef with Clive. Then we have the killing of Kim Porter. One of the most important videos ever made by me. It's never been on YouTube, ever. Still, we did this in October of 2022. All the information, all the news is on this video. It is surprising, it is shocking, and yes. I might put it back on the big screen so that everybody on the Patreon can join, can see it. It is definitely devastating. Then you have the Al B. Sure situation and why Al B. Sure got so sick and why he was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and came back from that. And I told people why Tupac guards weren't armed, because there's so many lies going on. And then people wanted to know, why was Gene Deal fired by Bad Boy? So this video explains all of that. And this is Tupac's life insurance policy, which had nothing to do with Suge Knight. This is Tupac's life insurance policy. And who the policy is going to everything. Tupac's life insurance policy. So we got it right there on the Patreon for y'all to see. Suge Knight was trying a major power move. We got that. And this was the government list of everybody who's on the list for Epstein. Jay-Z talked Diddy out of working with the game. A lot of y'all didn't know that. The game, Diddy was finna take the game with him. And Jay-Z canceled that. Jay-Z was like, Well, continue. So y'all didn't know that went down. See, Diddy said Mace was supposed to be where Kanye West went. That was supposed to be where Mace was. Mace got off the ship, so Diddy wanted to mold Kanye West to be the new Mace. Kanye was supposed to be the new Mace. He was dressing like Diddy. He was trying to get fly like Diddy. This is where Diddy was going. He was trying to create Kanye. He was grooming Kanye to be like him. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to understand what's going on around here. Kanye took Diddy's idea to make famous bed scene. That's what I told y'all. That was Diddy's idea. And Kanye took that because he been to Diddy's house.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
See? The famous pose that he got with that big gigantic bed, he got that from Diddy. Diddy had a gigantic bed that him and his friends used to lay on and take pictures. There's Dame Dash and his white girls. They ain't love them white girls. So that's where Kanye got it from. Kanye got the idea from Diddy's bed. Diddy had a big triple king size bed that could fit like 10 people in it. Look at all them people in the bed. So if you ain't on the Patreon, you missing out. So if you ain't on the Carcino Patreon, you're missing out. Yep, that's Aaliyah right there on the bed. That's Aaliyah, Andre Harrell, Diddy, J-Lo, this mystery girl here that Dame brought, this white girl that he was dating. So he wasn't really even with Aaliyah there. He just booed up with this white girl. Who had the most classic songs, Tupac or Biggie? That was the poll, and Tupac won. It was Tupac, Biggie, Nas, or Jay-Z. Tupac ended up winning. Jay-Z bought Biggie's crown that he wore in the magazine, and they sold it. And they bought it for like $500,000. Lori Harvey, right? This broke down all of this stuff with her. She went out with Diddy. She dated everybody in the industry, but would never marry. And she's made a living being an industry thot. Fake Evans. So, yeah, that was a whole big thing there. Here's why Diddy didn't do anything to Eminem. That Eminem can sit there and say some words that he said about Diddy in that song about MGK. And Diddy admit that he put out the hit that pop hell up. So we tell you why. Celebrities who had secret abortions and miscarriages. Woo! Buddy. We got a lot of people on that list. Diddy hired more security after Eminem revoked this. Yep, Diddy had hired more security. Was Pimp C murdered? Woo! That's a powerful video. VIP only. Here's what Suge Knight told Puffy after the ATL murder. When his buddy died, Suge, when he spoke to Diddy, this video has never been on YouTube. I've never put it out on YouTube. It's here only on the Patreon, VIP members only. So, y'all need to get on that. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Ticket TV. That's right. Dreamers Pro, Jag Sports with Jose Rodriguez. And welcome to HDII TV. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Casino for Life Patreon. Subscribe here to this page. And we up out. And we'll get you more information because there's a lot more coming in. But as you, once again, you come here, you get information that you hadn't heard on any other videos. I'm telling you, that's what we do here. We want to get you the information that you ain't heard on nobody else's videos. Ain't nobody else even talking about it. He said, I'm shouting him out, but he discredited my info about Diddy yesterday. What did he discredit? I didn't see it. What information did he discredit? I don't know. Did something come out that discredit anything that I said? I hadn't seen it. He told me I was lying when I told him about the security footage being in another country. That's where the hard drive securities, most of them are not in the United States of America. Most of the hard drive that you want to go is outside of the country. It goes to a feed somewhere in another feeder country. They did not get what they wanted to get. I heard that. Now, they say they got some footage. I don't know how they got it and for what camera they got it from, but Diddy's private security system, that system that I could name to you, many other celebrities have that system. And I just told you the names of the people that have that system. So I don't know what information he got. More power to him. But I gave y'all names of other celebrities who have the same exact system in their homes and where that footage, where that information goes for storage. And it's not in the United States of America. So that's all I can tell you. I don't know. Whatever he got to tell you, hey, more power to him. I'm out.